gonna look at me and tell me that that's not the same face mask? You gonna look at me? Tell me that I'm wrong? Hello, my darlings, and welcome to today's video. We're gonna be listening to Ghost, and this is a song called Spillways. I did hear you. We haven't done Ghost in a while, so I was like, it is time. This video is very freaking fun for a multitude of reasons, so I will get into that in the video. But before we do, just a friendly reminder to please like and subscribe. And with that said, let's get into it. We're already stopping. Tell me you don't hear ABBA. In a rich man's world. Okay, that's it. I won't stop again. Job 10-1.
Through benediction, you try to rid your mind of malediction. But through all this time, you try to peel it off, and it's such a ride. Your desolation led you into this vile incarnation of consummated bliss. I know you need it now to make you feel alive. All your faith, all your rage, all your pain ain't over now. And I ain't talking about forgiveness. All your faith, all your rage, all your pain ain't over now. It's the cruel beast that you feed. It's your burning, yearning need to leave the spillways. You keep a casket.
Okay. Loving all the layering. It's giving it a very kind of like 80s vibe along with other portions of the music score that's going on. I do want to say the mask that Tobias wears, that looks like, okay, for those of you may not know, but I'm just gonna put it out there for those of you that don't, and there's probably a lot of you that do. There was a new band that came out, I believe it was last year they debuted, called President. And the lead singer has a mask on. Obviously, Tobias has decorated his with makeup, but are you gonna look at me and tell me that that's not the same face mask? You gonna look at me? Tell me that I'm wrong? I just want to point that out. That is all. It came to my brain. I was like, I listened to President at I think maybe the end of last year, and I haven't listened to Ghost in like a hot second, so apologies on that. But coming back to Ghost and seeing this, I'm like, what's happening? I mean, it might just be like a popular face mask, or it might be like President being, having that face mask and being like, love you, Ghost, You never know. Something I noticed. Love these dudes' masks. I pointed at the screen as if you could see where I was pointing at with my finger. Like, look at this. Do you see him? You see it? I'll use my cursor so then you can see it. These masks are very cool. They give me, I think there's a species in Star Wars that kind of has a similar, like it has like the big eyes and like these kind of like pushed out lips, almost like fish-like, but not a fish. I don't know what species is it. If you know, enlighten me. Put it down in the comments. But yeah. Anyways, little things I noticed. I think we stopped. No, that's too far. We'll start from here. But looking at the lyrics, another thing I do want, I looked it up because I usually pull up the lyrics before I start doing a reaction. And because I love to look at the lyrics, they're so fun. And in this one, the first line was through benediction. And I was like, what the is benediction? I'm like, I don't know what that is. So I looked it up. So if you don't know what benediction is, I'm going to give you the dictionary definition. The utterance or bestowing of a blessing, especially at the end of a religious service. Through benediction, you tried to rid your mind of malediction, but through all this time you tried to peel it off, and it's such a ride. Your dissolution, sorry, these are a little fuzzy. Dissolution led you into this vile I also love how they're using a lot of words like dissolution, incarnation, malediction, benediction. It's all very, really ties everything together. Vile incarnation of consummated bliss. I know you need it now to make you feel alive. All your faith, all your rage, all your pain, it ain't over now. And I ain't talking about forgiveness. All your faith, all your rage, all your pain, it ain't over now. So, it kind of, and then, wait, we did do the next part. It's the cruel beast that you feed. It's your burning yearning, need to bleed. Need for speed. Through the spillways. Spillways. I'm not 100% what the spillways is, but maybe that's kind of just like a metaphor for kind of like the path you've chosen in a sense. You know what I mean? You know what I mean, Jelly Bean? But it kind of just sounds so far that it's kind of like all of the, all the sins, all the, all the rage, all your pain, it ain't over now. And I ain't talking about for forgiveness. It starts with through benediction. So through the utterance or bestowing of a blessing at the end of a service kind of thing. So it kind of sounds like someone is going through a lot, whether it's mentally or, having stuff happen in one's life that causes trauma. But like, it's kind of, you're trying to rid yourself of all this negative stuff, but Ghost is like, it ain't over yet. But anyways, let's continue. Okay, and now he has wings on.
Buried deep within, you try to mask it, but fall back in sin. You wanna shake it off, but you're stuck inside.
Those moments, so 80s, I love it. Oh! Okay, wait. I want to go back because they switch it up here, and it sounds pretty freaking cool. But one other thing, you keep a casket buried deep within, you try to mask it, but fall back in sin. So again, it's kind of like there's this darkness in you that you are trying to, keep the lid on, but those nails are popping off and things are about to happen.
When stripped of racks of skin and spine, you medicate corpus determinately dispelled. And it's such a ride. All your faith, all your rage, all your pain, it ain't over now. And I ain't talking about forgiveness. All your faith, all your rage, all your pain, it ain't over now. It's the cruel beast that you feed. It's your burning, yearning need to bleed through the spillways. Through the spillways of your soul. Through the spillways.
Yeah. Spillways of your soul. Papa, what's going on? Oh. Oh! There's a pentagram on the ground.
It's the cruel beast that you feed. It's your burning.
very Palpatine of Papa. Did you see that? Wait, I want to catch that frame. You know? Anyways. That was very freaking fun. I was saying Papa, but not the other part of his name, because I'm not 100% sure if I'm pronouncing it right, but Papa Emeritus. Because there's a whole bunch of them. And then for 2008 to 2020, there's Cardinal Copia, which I'm not sure what year this is. Let me see. This was 3 years ago. It's 2020. It's 2026 now. Oh, so this is probably the end of Papa Emeritus the Fourth, or it is Papa 5 Perpetua. Perhaps. Anyways, he's a vibe. Look at him. One more time. He's a vibe. I mean, Ghost music always is a vibe. From the costumes to the music itself, that has this kind of mix of 80s-esque but modern day, and then all the visuals are always so really interesting to watch. And you can see that there's like the pentagram on the ground, and then halfway through Tobias, the one, not Papa, but who is doing the lead singing, he got those like bat wings, which like makes me think of the devil. And then you have Papa, and he's like, it's very fun. It's very freaking fun. I really enjoyed that. And I was like, there was one thing that I was like, I need this answered before we leave. So in one of the verses, when stripped of rags of skin and spine, human decay, corpus Dei, or more commonly known as Opus Dei, means work of God in Latin. Okay. Work of God, the name itself reflects its mission to spread the idea that everyone is called to holiness and to serve God through daily tasks and professional life, making the gospel present in all areas of society. Okay, so interesting. Terminally dispelled is such a ride. So when he says it's such a ride, it kind of makes it. I'm thinking that he's talking about life is such a ride, because there are portions where I think he kind of talks about, like, it kind of alludes to something after life, but life itself is such a ride. Because even in that, when stripped of rags of skin and spine, so like when you die and you become, and human decay, as it says, terminally dispelled, and it's such a ride. Anyways, that was very fun. So thank you very much for recommending this. I hope that you enjoyed my reaction to this. If you did, hit the like button. Hit the subscribe if you want to see more. And I will see you, cutie patooties, in the next video. Roki dokie artichokes. Later, gators.